So welcome to the summary video on this entire chapter. So I hope that your experience so far has been good and you have found this series to be very helpful. Now, before I go into the summary, I just want to mention that on this channel, I will be going through every single topic in the A level, O level, or SEC, or the entire math syllabus from scratch. So if you are looking for another chapter to learn from scratch, you just need to search up the channel. It's somewhere there, right? And also, if you are looking for a math tuition, I run a math tuition center here in Singapore, and it's called A1 Math Academy. And if you want more details, all the link is in the description underneath this video, and for you to come in and get tutored by me personally, right? Otherwise, this is the full summary for this whole chapter, right? And not so much about doing questions already. It's just really just summarizing what we have learned, and also what's the difference between permutation and combinations. So a permutation, like once again, right, is an arrangement where the order matters. Okay, this over here is an arrangement where order does not matter. So in this case over here, right, this combination, you can think of it as a subset of permutation, right? It's like, let's say I have n pick R items, right? It's as good as saying n choose R items, and then once I've chosen the R items, I arrange the R items in R factorial, right? So this is actually the relationship between the two. Out of n distinct items, I pick R items, right? That's n pick R, equals to n choose R, which is out of n items, I choose R items, multiplied by R factorial, because after that, then I arrange the R items, so R factorial. Now, for arrangement where order matters, right, for permutations, you have learned of n distinct objects. So of n distinct object is just your n factorial, right? N factorial. So 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, right? N factorial. And then you have also learned of R distinct from n distinct, right? And this one would be your n pick R, which is the formula that we learned, which is your n factorial over n minus R factorial, right? Next, of n objects, not all distinct, right? And we learned that this is basically just n factorial. You choose all the n factorials, then you divide away all the identical. So n1, n2, all the way until n3 or something like that, right? You divide away all the not distinct permutations. And then we also have circular permutations. And the idea behind circular permutations, arranging things in a circle, is that if you have n objects, you will minus 1 to act as the reference point, right? And then you factorial it to find the number of permutations, right? So these are the four main formulas for the previous portion on permutations. And then for the combinations, right, you have of R distinct objects from n distinct objects, right? If you want to choose R distinct objects from n distinct objects where the arrangement does not matter, is basically just n choose R. And you know the difference between these two is that you still will divide away the R factorial from the n pick R in order to get just the combination, right, without the arrangement. That's why we divide away the R factorial, because R factorial is essentially the different arrangements. So it's just your n factorial over, I'm just going to write it properly here, over n minus R factorial divided by R factorial. And throughout this entire course on this YouTube, we talk about the different methods, right? You have your grouping method, and you also have your complement method, and then there's also another method called your slotting method, right? Which is something that you do in your tutorials, in your own practice questions. So to wrap things up, this is basically the entire summary of the whole chapter. And if you want more practice, more practice questions, access to my question bank with all my answers inside, and get the same resources as students at my Math Tuition Center. Go and check out the link in the description below as well to check out my online learning portal and the services it offers. And also, once again, if you want to get tutored by me personally, make sure to click on the link in the description below or WhatsApp this number over here and I'll reach out to you individually. Otherwise, I hope that this has been a good learning experience. And after this video, I'll be jumping to the first video of S2, which is your discrete random variables. We're going to be jumping right into the first concept of the next chapter. I'll see you then.